Okay, now we're going to do exercise 3 on the handout. Since we have to work from the graph on the handout, I'd like to write directly on the handout here to answer these questions. Here we're given the graph of a function, and we're asked in part A to compute the average rate of change on the interval from -3 to 1. Now that average rate of change on the interval -3, 1 is going to be given by taking f of 1 minus f of -3 over, so the difference of the function values over the difference of the input values. 1 minus a -3, I get a double minus sign there. So f of 1 and f of -3 are output values that I can get from the graph. Let's look at those 2 points here. I have the point, this point right here has coordinates 1, 6. So that 6 is f of 1. I also need f of -3. -3's point is here. That's the point -3 comma 1. So the output value for -3, the y value is 1. So I'm going to have here 6 minus 1 over 1 minus the -3. 1 minus the -3 becomes 1 plus 3. So 6 minus 1 is 5 over 4. 5/4 is that average rate of change. In part B, I want to find the average rate of change on the interval 2, 5. So according to the formula, that's f of 5 minus f of 2 over 5 minus 2. Now I need f of 5 and f of 2 from the graph. So I look at my graph. Here's the point that corresponds to 5. It has coordinates 5, 1. So f of 5 is the y value here for this point on the graph. F of 5 is 1 minus f of 2. The point on the graph when x is 2 is 2 comma 5. So I'm taking f of 2 will be equal to 5. So I have 1 minus 5 over this 5 minus 2. 1 minus 5 is -4 over 5 minus 2 is 3. There's -4/3 is my average rate of change on that interval. Oops, sorry. And now the part C is, how can we interpret these average rates graphically? When I take the difference of these y coordinates over the difference of the x coordinates, that reminds me of a slope formula. Now, slope is something attached to a straight line. I don't have a straight line in these pictures right now. But if I take the 2 points that I used in, say, part A, I used the -3, 1 point and the 1, 6 point. If I just draw a line through those 2 points, a straight line, that straight line has a slope that's equal to the average rate of change. So the slope of this line is 5/4. That's one way to interpret average rate of change. Connect up 2 points on a graph. The slope of the line you get is the average rate of change between those 2 points. As far as the interval 2, 5, we use the interval from 2 to 5, we use this point 2 comma 5. In this point 5 comma 1, if I connect up those 2 points, with a straight line, so that's a different straight line. The slope of this line is going to be negative 4/3. And just notice the positive slope is a line that's increasing from left to right. The negative slope is for a line that's falling or decreasing as we move from left to right. So how can we interpret these rates of change graphically? They're the slopes of the line connecting the 2 points on the graph.